So, Desiree Davenport, what are you hoping to accomplish with this show?
Honestly, I've lost everything in the most horrible way possible. And listen, I want it all back. I'm willing to build it piece by piece, and I mean brick by brick.
Oh, honey, she is done. I bet you a Birkin she doesn't last all season with us. Just watch.
I'm Misha Hill, and I'd like to consider myself the matriarch of this dynamic group of ladies. I mean, someone has to keep them under control.
I'm Davita Delaney.
I mean, I think I could teach these ladies a thing or two about how to get and keep a good man.
They said she was a gold digger. She ain't hear that from me.
I'm just really looking forward to being surrounded by other empowering bosses.
Yes, I know exactly what she's doing. And if she keep playing in my face, I'm gonna have to let her off her dirty little secrets just like she did to me. And I'm not playing.
Let's get this straight. If I brought you into this circle, I just as easily can take you out. She ain't running nothing over here, okay? She needs to be worried about running that household and worried about why that husband of hers is never at home.
Oh, hell.
Ooh, child, this is about to be a mess.
Oh my God, I hate mess. What in the world did I get myself into?
There's a stranger in my house. It took a while to figure out. Y'all, that is still tickling me from earlier this week, baby. Sky Squad, we are back in the building with a little Friday night live for the people. You know what I'm saying? I was about to just do a quick video, but then I was, look, hit it and quit it. Pop, 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 pop. You know how like some of y'all like to do, right? And then I thought to myself, no, like Tina Turner say, we're going to do the first half of this, nice and easy. And then we're going to finish it nice and rough. So here we are, live and rough. What is going on, y'all? We are back in the building. All right, so listen, y'all know housekeeping out the way first. Book 2, Wickedest Wives, Desiree's Desire. Not Desiree's Desire. Lord have mercy. I'm thinking about the first book. A Vicious Reality is out May the 14th. Go ahead and pre-order your copy now on the Amazon.com. Be sure to follow my travels across Switzerland on my personal channel, Richie Skye in Real Life. Boom, got that going. And y'all, listen, we got this travel thing going too. So y'all, we hit that survey goal like within about an hour of me posting that video yesterday. So thank y'all for that. Y'all filled in that survey. I'm gonna tell y'all what the top 5 locations are: Bali, South Africa, Greece, Italy, and there was one other place. Why I can't think of it right now. Well, those are the top 4. So I will be announcing it next week where we are going because I've already chosen, and the amount is completely affordable, and there will be a discount for those who sign up early. We got a limited amount of spots, and if we have more than that, I will just have to book another trip, baby. All right, so let's get into the tea of it all. Hey, y'all, hey, y'all, hey, y'all, hey, y'all, hey, y'all. We're going to hit that 200K soon, hopefully. Y'all, thank y'all so much for the love. Y'all been rocking with me. A lot of y'all been rocking with me since the AfterBuzz TV days when I was back recapping Potomac on AfterBuzz TV. So y'all been here for a long time. So let's talk about why Mr. Kelvin Hunter, okay, is going off and threatening to air out the Black China, y'all. We're going to talk about it. And I thought to myself, I was like, ooh, self, how should I do this video? I was like, I could just do it to the point where it's just, a pre-record, right? But then I thought to myself, I said, no, let's review it with the people. But before we get into that, I think it's important to note that this popped off in the news just yesterday, right? So this right here popped off in the news yesterday where the Wendy Williams guardian demands that Kelvin Hunter return $112,000 after he was overpaid in the divorce. Not to mention, y'all, okay, not to mention, they also want him to pay back interest and requests that the court issue a gag order against him to prevent him from speaking to the press or others. Now, this came out yesterday, okay? This came out yesterday, just to let you guys know. The quote states, the potential harms to Wendy Williams is great. Mr. Hunter and his agents have shown their willingness to talk to the press about these issues, okay? Now, apparently there was a alleged auto pay issue that ended up happening where he continued to receive payments when he wants supposed to. Okay. Now listen, I don't know who to trust either at this point. Based on that documentary, I ain't even know. And to be quite honest with you, I wasn't even really gonna report on Wendy Williams anymore, specifically because I felt like, based on what I saw in that documentary, okay, I kind of felt like this is a space, she's in a space to me where, you know, she really needs the best care possible. And to really take this further, it just feels wrong to talk about her. But since he's online, we can definitely talk about him, okay? Because yesterday they just was trying to get a gag order on you, and here you are today running your mouth. Okay, so let's get into what he had to say. Let's take it a little bit, you know, let's take it one step at a time. Let's listen to it together, okay? Because listen, that's why we do these lives, so we could do it together. Now, just so you guys know, this is taken from Twan the Don. Follow Twan the Don on Instagram for news, tea, and updates, right? Then make sure you guys are following the Neighborhood Talk as well, because they reposted this from Twan. And as you guys can see, Twan's watermark is on the video. So I'm assuming this was some type of live he did, either that or Kelvin Hunter was ranting into the computer and sent it to somebody. I really don't know. What I do know is he has some things to get off his chest. Let's get into it.
All of you miserable hewers and women on my page are going.
Now, I think based on what he's saying right here, he just talking to the women on his page. So if you are one of the women on Kelvin Hunter's page, harassing him, okay, he is wanting you to leave him alone. That's what we're gonna get to. Okay, if you one of the women on the page, just leave the man alone. That's what he's saying. Okay, so let's get back into it.
Going to be very mad, but for the smart people who understand the plight of, I'm not trying to play victim. Again, I take full accountability.
Oh,
a lot of y'all still don't know what's going on, and you still won't know what's going on.
We don't.
And as per the documentary that you just saw, which was whatever, I knew nothing about it. You still don't know what's going on.
We don't.
And guess what? There was nothing good that came out of that.
Probably
nothing
not.
Good came out of the documentary. So I don't know what was this display for. All of the people that were involved, the celebrities, half of them were involved in enabling her. So Black China, you need to go sit down before I air you out and let people know what you really did. There's a lot, but I'm not here for that.
So listen, you know what I hate when somebody do? Okay, I gotta stop it right here because when we do, for those of you guys who are new here, when we do these types of commentary, because this is video and this video could be floating around everywhere on the internet, what we do is we talk a little bit in between so that it can reside here in this video, right? So let's talk about that. Now, this is what I hate when people do this. We're not gonna. His quote to Black China was, "Black China, all those celebrities. Let's not talk about what you did." I mean, too late. You have already brought it to my attention that something was allegedly done. So now I'm looking around wondering, why did Black China catch a stray in this rant and rampage that you were on the internet? Why do I need to get my binoculars out so I can peer more closely into the past, present, or future to determine what it is that she allegedly did? So now you got me wondering, what she do? Oh,
Listen, you miserable women, please stay off my page.
is it now? Is it just the women that's on the page of his? I mean, probably. Listen, I don't know. I would imagine that if it is women on the page, they probably like, down with you. You helped make this situation occur. You know what I'm saying? That might be what it is. Okay, I really don't know. But it's interesting that he just addressing these women folk that he claim is so miserable. Like, why? Like, I'm just trying to figure it out. Why is he directing it specifically at the women? Why?
Just stay off my page. Pray for the people that's involved. Pray for my ex-wife. Pray for Wendy Williams. Hunter. Pray for Wendy Williams. Pray that for the family. Pray for everybody that's involved. And whatever I'm out here doing, and whatever people think I'm doing, guess what? If I don't go out here and do it, who the fuck is going to, what we going to do? We're going to just let everybody, whatever the display is, whoever's in charge, they clearly don't care. So, and I've been minding my business. I've been doing what I got to do to make these announcements that I'm about to make to show that I am working hard. I'm going to keep working. My legacy is not over. Whatever I have to do for the legacy, that still includes my entire family, is still not over. My son is looking. My daughter's looking. My lady is looking. Everybody's looking.
Yeah.
So at this point, if you don't really care, if you still caught up on that nigga armature or that nigga news about whatever, you don't really see what's going on here, the real plight, then okay. But please, I'm gonna ask you to please refrain, you women, refrain from my comments, refrain, go get a life.
I did not recall the use of that word earlier when I watched the video, because had I done so, I definitely would have edited that out. So my apologies to y'all in the comment section and who are ever listening to this, because y'all know I do not use that word, nor do I like to hear it. Okay, nor do I like to hear it. Now, let's continue on, because I think he has some more to say. I just had to interrupt for that apology.
Go get a man, go get some penis, go do.
What in the world? Why is this conversation got to be so explicit?
Whatever you need to do, but please stop worrying about Kelvin. All of you miserable.
All right, so listen. Okay, now you know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna get my life coaching certification. I do. I think at this point in time, based on how long I've been doing this, I really do think that I could get my life coach certification and coach the people. Because if I were to coach this man in this moment, you know what I'm saying? If I were to coach this man, I would say this, sir, listen, because I want everybody to win. You know what I'm saying? Every saint was a sinner. Is that what they say? Norman, is that what they say? Yeah, okay, that was it. Okay, because Norman watches the Green Leaf. So anyway, yes, every saint was a sinner. Okay, and at one point in time, this man was married to Wendy Williams. Okay, and maybe he has been redeemed. I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's between him and God. Okay, I'm not here to judge him on that. But what I am here to say is, I'm just going to give you a little advice, okay? When there is a potential for a gag order to be issued on you and you really don't have much to really say, then, bro, say less. Say less. Really, because with the potential gag order and you making statements that ain't really statements, I mean, what's the point? Secondly, it's like you telling us what you gonna do. Well, why don't you just do it? Why run to the internet to tell people what you gonna do? And I mean, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thing. Like, um, just pop out with it. Okay. You got a project, you got a podcast or something, make the announcement that you have done it. Okay. That it's coming, that it's already out. We're launching on Monday. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, my trip is launching next week. You know what I'm saying? Success follows speed, my brother. So success doesn't follow making an announcement on the Instagram talking about what you're going to do and then don't say what you're going to do. Yes. The things, the legacy, this, that, and the third. Everybody watching this, that, and the third. Yeah. What you know what we about to do? Well, what are you about to do? Either tell us or don't tell us. But you ain't got to run to the internet to give us a lot of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So then I just kind of feel like, for me too, also as well, listen, man, friend, people is gonna come onto your page and they're gonna make negative comments, right? Mostly because of, you know, the notoriety involved with your relationship. You understand what I'm saying? And so, to a certain degree, if you feel like you are tired of these people making comments on your page, you could just make your page private if you don't want those types of commentary. You know what I'm saying? Make your page private and get back to the business of building a business that you should be building while you're sitting right here talking on the internet. That's all I'm going to say. I think he would be better served to go out and operate said business versus telling us what you're gonna do without really telling us what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? That would just be my life advice for Mr. Kelvin Hunter, okay? And I don't know what Black China got to do with any of this. I mean, you take your beef up with her. You know what I'm saying? You call her people, but now you didn't throw Black China and called her straight. Norman, can you find out what Black China done did? I swear. I don't know why I feel like sometimes you got to tell grown adults things that they should already kind of know. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, why would you, what's the tea, man? What's the tea? What, for real? Anyway, let's move on. Because I'm tired of talking about him, and his session is over. His life session, his appointment time is over. We're gonna move on to Miss Nneka. Okay. Now, since I'm life coaching for the free today, right? You know, until I get my certifications. Norman, can you work on getting me a certification? Yes. I don't care how much it costs. So anyway, so let's talk about Nneka. Now, Nneka, as you guys know, as we talked about on Monday, okay, the Jasmine brand had reported that she was allegedly already out the door. You know what I'm saying? And when we talk about hit it and quit it videos, I mean, her time on Potomac was hit it and quit it, okay? So, you know, I thought to myself, and first of all, let me say this. Y'all know I had said it on my thing. I said, dang, I felt like she could have used another season, right? Because I feel like first season, you know, it's kind of difficult. And then second season, you might fall into it better. You know what I'm saying? And then I felt like she was kind of, she ain't do herself no favors. Production ain't do her no favors, all of that stuff like that. But listen, here's what I don't like. Okay. I don't like it, but I guess I see it. I see what's going on. So let's talk about what's happening with Nneka right now. Let me. I just wanted to bring it up for you for the reference, right? So, so Nneka is on the press rounds right now, right? And you know she is being asked about her return. Now, I bring this up to you first as one example from the Bravo Shade Room. She was on Fox 5 Atlanta. Now, this woman has been from LA to Atlanta. I think she was in LA. And now she's in Atlanta. She's doing the things. You know, she's everywhere and anywhere. She did the things with, you know, the Shade Room as well. And, you know, she's being asked direct questions about whether or not she will actually be coming back. and everybody wants to know because the Jasmine brand has already told us. And everybody wants a confirmation from Miss Nneka herself. So every time she go to the interview, Miss Nneka is like, oh, well, they ask her directly, Nneka, are you coming back next season? Nneka, are you coming back to the show next season? Miss Nneka, are you coming back next season? Miss Nneka, you coming back? Y'all know what she say every time. Every time she say, well, you know what? Just follow me. I've got a lot of announcements. I've got a lot of church announcements to make to the choir and to the congregation. And I'm like, girl, I swear to you, every single outlet she done been to, she done said the same thing. And I'm like, and then they'll try to go back and circumnavigate the Karen style response, and they try to, take a left turn, a U-turn, back around, cut through the parking lot and get to the answer. And she's still like, well, I just got a lot of announcements to make. If you guys will follow me on my social media, there's going to be announcements galore, announcements for everyone. And I'm just like, girl, we've been following you all this time. If you, yet again, somebody who is telling us something that they are going to say without actually saying it, girl, just answer the question at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because that would be me. In my mind, I thought to myself, you know what? Maybe I should interview Nneka to get her opinion, to get the other side of, what it is that she was feeling. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm looking at these interviews and I'm thinking to myself, well, if she is not telling these two men right here who look like this, she is not gonna tell me. Okay. And that's just the truth of the matter. We can talk about how we want to talk about it, but that's just the truth. Because when let's have a real conversation. There is typically a difference between what white media will get and what black media will get. Now, I'm not making this a race thing, but what I'm saying is that you will tend to see oftentimes some celebrities. There is one in particular that I want to name for y'all, but I'm not going to do it because I do not want to call this person out. But I feel like me and several other black content creators have reached out to this person, and they will not do interviews with any of us. But I will see that same person always doing. And it don't matter. Listen, I don't begrudge nobody, their blessings, because everybody who gets their blessings, they have earned them, and favor ain't fair. Okay. But I just be noticing certain things. You be like, that's interesting. So anyway, I went down a whole rabbit hole right there that I did not need to go down. But anyway, what I'm saying to y'all is this. Miss Nneka, just go ahead and give us the yes or the no. You know what I'm saying? The reunion is over. The show is over. Robin came out and said she was fired, even after the Jasmine brand told us weeks ago that she was. She tried to respect the network's decisions. I mean, you just at the end of the day, you will end up probably, if you don't say it first, you're going to end up looking like, Anne Marie, or poor, Justice for Crystal. But that's what you're going to end up looking like. So a lot of times it's best just to come out and go ahead and say, like, listen, you know what? I'm not going to be returning next season. It was just too much for me. It's just too much. Like, I couldn't deal with it. Like, I was thinking it was going to be something different, and this is all I got. You know what I'm saying? And so that could be the thing. Look, this could be true, right? Nneka could still be negotiating. Maybe. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Because maybe Candace threw them a curveball, and maybe that was a lifeline for her. You know what I'm saying? Maybe how Candy even could have been a lifeline for somebody down to the Atlanta. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Not throwing no shade to nobody or nothing like that. Because we don't do that over here. So anyway, So yeah, let me ask y'all a question in the comments real quick before we go. Because y'all know I told y'all I felt like she maybe wasn't given a fair shake, right? Tell me in the chatterization down below, do you want Nneka to return to the show? Just let me know in the chat. Just put it down in the chat. Put it down in the chat. Just let me know real quick before we go. But I just want to know what you guys thinking. Okay. I got my Auntie Eva said no. Okay. Sharon said no. Latoya said no. Oh, Aya. Is it Aya the alchemist or Aya? Aya says yes, I do. Okay. RP says no to the no, to the no, no, no. Girl, it was nice to meet you. See, I got a couple of yeses. I just feel like, was she given a fair shake? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Somebody said just like that. Whew. All right, y'all, listen. I just came on here to kick it with y'all and talk life coaching for just a little bit. Listen, if y'all have not already done so, yet again, please be sure to go and pre-order my new book, The Wickedest Wives, A Vicious Reality, and also check out my travel YouTube page. And of course, y'all listen, if y'all ain't got in on this whole travel situation, please go on ahead and do so because, listen, we trying to get this thing popping, okay? We're trying to get this travel thing popping. So I need you guys. Look, I didn't mean to do all that. I ain't mean to do all that. Y'all ain't see that. Y'all ain't see what a trip is, okay? Ignore that. But if you hop on down to the page, you can get the little details early. All right. Anyway, with that being said, I'll make that announcement next week. Kevin Hunter style. Anyway, with that being said, y'all know I love y'all to death. It's Friday. Y'all go out and celebrate. As long as you got breath, there is room enough for you to live and enjoy your life. Celebrate yourself, celebrate your family, and celebrate your friends, and be thankful for the life that you have. With that being said, y'all, I will catch y'all in the next video.
So, Desiree Davenport, what are you hoping to accomplish with this show?
Honestly, I've lost everything in the most horrible way possible. And listen, I want it all back. I'm willing to build it piece by piece, and I mean brick by brick.
Oh, honey, she is done. I bet you a Birkin she doesn't last all season with us. Just watch.
I'm Misha Hill, and I'd like to consider myself the matriarch of this dynamic group of ladies. Someone has to keep them under control.
I'm Davita Delaney.
I think I could teach these ladies a thing or two about how to get and keep a good man.
They said she was a gold digger. She ain't hear that from me.
I'm just really looking forward to being surrounded by other empowering bosses.
Yes, I know exactly what she's doing. And if she keep playing in my face, I'm gonna have to let her off her dirty little secrets just like she did to me. And I'm not playing.
Let's get this straight. If I brought you into this circle, I just as easily can take you out. She ain't running nothing over here, okay? She needs to be worried about running that household and worried about why that husband of hers is never at home.
Oh, hell.
Ooh, child, this is about to be a mess.
Oh my God, I hate mess. What in the world did I get myself into?